In the Pakistan-India battle, there is an important question. Why is China defending Pakistan tooth and nail? Is it just emotional sentiment because India and China are fighting over the area containing abundant groundwater reserves in Nepal, on the Himalayan side, or is there another reason? Pakistan is very important to China for several reasons. The most important reason is the history of both. Namely, Pakistan was the first country to recognize China's independence in 1949. Next, when China was isolated by the world in the Tiananmen Square incident, Pakistan became a liaison and became China's assistant in the international arena. In fact, what made America connect to China with Ronald Reagan's meeting with Deng Xiaoping was Pakistan's assistance 45 years ago that made China what it is today. Pakistan's great contribution, the relationship continues to this day and is strengthened in various fields such as defense, economics, and diplomacy. In addition, Pakistan has a strategic location that allows China to access sea routes and play an important role in the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project, often referred to as CPEC. There is something that China is very dependent on, namely crude oil and fuel from West Asia, from Iran, from the Strait of Hormuz, which has always been via the Strait of Malacca. In Chinese military doctrine, there is a paper called the Malacca Dilemma. For China, why the dilemma? Because China has to pass through enemy countries during sea voyages in the North Natuna Sea area, such as dealing with Vietnam and the Philippines. Also, it passes through the congested strait where there are 100,000 vessels per year through the congested Strait of Malacca. Meanwhile, China carries their main energy fuel through the Strait of Malacca. If Indonesia or Malaysia were to pressure China in the choke point in the Strait of Malacca, then energy security, especially oil from the Middle East and West Asia, could hamper China's national energy needs. But of course, Indonesia doesn't have the guts. The sea distance can reach 15,000 kilometers. Meanwhile, via Pakistan, only 2,500 kilometers will enter Chinese territory, which already has a pipeline network to Beijing from the port of Gwadar, Pakistan. So even if Russia provides weapons to India, China continues to provide weapons to Pakistan, and Pakistan is still safe. Moreover, now Pakistan also has an enemy undercover in the Balochistan region, with the BLA or Balochistan Liberation Army troops moving to attack Pakistan's internal defenses because they want to break away from Pakistan. And don't forget that it's all America's contribution. America's everywhere, huh? Friends, here are some more detailed reasons why Pakistan is important to China. China and Pakistan do have a strong and enduring relationship which they often call an iron alliance or unshakable friendship. This relationship is based on trust and mutual support on various regional and international issues in their history of more than 70 years of relations. Pakistan is seen as an important ally to balance India's influence in South Asia. China also uses Pakistan as a bridge to establish relations with Muslim countries. Pakistan's Gwadar port is a strategic point for the new Silk Road project connecting China with South Asia, the Middle East and Africa. Pakistan needs economic cooperation where China is Pakistan's largest investor, with significant investments in the energy infrastructure and technology sectors. On the other hand, China needs sea networks and access to the Arabian Sea. Pakistan's geographical location gives it access to the Arabian Sea and the Strait of Hormuz, which is an important oil trade route. Pakistan plays a role in facilitating Chinese trade or lending a hand to the Persian Gulf countries. In defense, Pakistan is China's largest arms buyer. China also provides technical support and assistance in the development of Pakistan's nuclear program. Friends in the world of friendship? Whose friends are Indonesia? If there is sorrow or a problem that helps Indonesia selflessly, who is it? Does Indonesia not have life and death friends? Anything will end up in debt. Peace.